In this video we are going to compare two of the biggest speakers which I have in my lot, and one of the speakers I have not been using it for 1 year. It's sitting in my cupboard since 1 year. So this is going to be a great comparison, and those speakers are the Artis BD405 and the JVC Bluetooth speaker. So let's move in. I've lined up both these speakers in front of you, and first we're going to talk about the build quality and design on both these speakers. Build quality wise, both these speakers are made out of pure plastic. On the JVC, the plastic is having a different coating onto it, which makes the JVC feel more good. Like it feels like they have used rubber on the sides and the handle, but they haven't used rubber. It's a coating onto the plastic which makes the plastic feel so damn good. On the other hand, the Artis is also made out of plastic. The colors on the Artis used make the Artis look very stylish in comparison to the JVC. Like the center part is having a leather skin. It's not proper leather, it's plastic, but has a leather skin, so it feels like leather. The sides are having that silver accent which looks damn good, and the handle over here is made out of proper leather, and this leather is holding up pretty well. You have to wipe it because it gets dirty easily, but other than that it's too good. But the JVC, when it comes to the plastic quality, I feel like the coating helps it a lot. The plastic quality on this one doesn't feel that great, but the fit and finish is superb on both these speakers. Nothing is rattling on both these speakers, but only that plastic quality the JVC is giving, it's damn good. Like feel the finish onto this speaker, it feels very high quality in comparison to the Artis, because the Artis is having that plain plastic over here. Only that the Artis looks better in comparison to the JVC. The plain part over here is there because this speaker is a RGB speaker. So in the later part of the video, when I'm going to do the sound test, you can see all the lights glowing up over here. That's why this is plain, but the Artis looks better. But when you talk about the premium feel, I think that the JVC is much better because of the plastic quality given. When we talk about the design, the designs are very similar. They both are having that barrel design which I just love, but the JVC is having a single speaker on this side. As you can see, it doesn't have a speaker on this side. This is just for the airflow of the speaker. On the Artis, you have a 4-inch subwoofer on this side, and you have two speakers over here also, so the sound will be much more easier to hear than the JVC. Like you have to angle the JVC to some kind of a direction, but the Artis, if you keep it in the center, the party will be rocking because of the two speakers you have it over here. So the designs on both these speakers are too good. I love the barrel design, but the JVC is a little bit more longer and the Artis is a little bit more bigger. Like it's not long, it's just bigger than the JVC, but both these speakers are very portable. The Artis, the handle is removable. If you are going to travel somewhere, you can take this speaker with you, but it will not fit in your luggage. You have to carry the speaker with you every time you go anywhere. So friends, now we're going to move to the feature list of both these speakers. I'm going to come to the conclusion in the later part of the video, so you have to watch this video till the end if you want to buy any of these speakers. So friends, features wise, both these speakers get pretty much the same features like latest Bluetooth. Both these speakers doesn't get auto shutdown feature. Both these speakers get 5Q modes. Like on the JVC, you have a remote, which I'm not going to show you because you have to watch the full review of the JVC. You can see there's a card appearing over there. Click on the card and watch that video, because that was a in-depth review of the JVC Bluetooth speaker, how to use the remote, each and everything of the JVC, which I'm not going to talk about in this video. You just have to watch that video. And friends, I have done an in-depth review of the Artis BD405 also, so you can see there's a card appearing over there. Click on the card and watch that video also, because there are lots of modes also on that speaker which I've tested out in the sound test, so you have to watch that video. So friends, features wise, as I've said, they get latest Bluetooth. This speaker is having RGB lighting. The speaker also gets a remote. the artist doesn't get a remote. On the remote you have many kinds of controls, so you have to watch the video for that. You have 5 different kinds of EQ modes on both these speakers. The great part about the artist is that you can control the bass. You can see over here, you can control the bass through this, and you don't get a remote in this speaker, but you can control the EQ also from the here. You just have to click the button. You get SD card slot on this speaker. On that speaker also you get an SD card slot, but it's a micro SD card slot. And the great part about this speaker is that you get a mic port also. So if you're having a mic lying around, you don't get a mic inside the box at this price, but if you are having a mic lying around, you can just plug in that mic and use it for karaoke and stuff. So this doesn't get that mic port, but this gets a USB port. This also gets a USB port, aux port, very similar, but the battery capacity on both these speakers are very different. The battery on the artist, I know it looks bigger, but the battery is 1500 mAh. The JVC is having a 2000 mAh battery, which will give you a playtime of about 6 to 7 hours, and the artist will give you a playtime of about 4 to 5 hours, which is okay in my opinion. And the artist is a 18 watt speaker, the JVC is a 20 watt speaker. So friends, now we're gonna move to the sound test of both these speakers. Friends, I've connected both these speakers to my tablet over here, and the name of the song is Love Sosa. And first we're gonna hear the JVC, and the JVC is a 20 watt speaker, by the way. The volume from my device, as you can see, it's full. Let me reduce the brightness. So as you can see, the volume is full, and I'm going to play the song. And this is the RGB lighting, which will work like an equalizer also on the speaker. And this is the only speaker on the whole housing. So now I'm going to play it. So friends, now as you have heard the JVC, we are gonna move to the artist, which is a 18 watt speaker, and I'm going to play the same song so you can get a correct perspective. So the volume from my device, as you can see, is full again. So I'm gonna play the song. As you have heard both these speakers, now we come to a conclusion that the sound from both these speakers is very clear. They didn't have any kind of distortion. The sound quality was too good on both these speakers. You can hear each and everything the singer is singing. But when we talk about the loudness and the bass, the loudness wise, I think the JVC was a tad bit more louder because of those 2 watts, but no one can notice it very easily. You have to be very precise, but I have noticed it, so it's my job to inform you. But it's a little bit more louder, but because of the placement of the speakers, like you have a single speaker on this side of the JVC, and this has 2 speakers over here and 1 speaker over here. It's not a speaker, it's a subwoofer. That's why the bass on the artist, it's much more thumpier. You can feel the bass. The bass headers will love the artist BD405 because of the bass. But because of the placement of the speakers also, the sound, you have to keep the speaker in some kind of a direction, the JVC. But the artist, if you keep it in the center, as I've said, the party will be more rocking. And friends, with that we come to a conclusion that both these speakers are value for money speakers, but if you ask me which one I will go for, is the Artist BD 405, because I love sound, I love bass. If you are my old subscriber or my old viewer, you're watching my videos from a very long time, you know that I love bassy speakers. And I know this costs a little bit more than this speaker, but still I will go for this speaker because of the bass it provides, the sound, the options it gives you on the speaker. You don't have to carry a remote with it, all those kind of gizmos. You can adjust everything on the speaker right there. So that's why I'm getting the Artist BD 405. But the JVC is not a bad speaker at all. It's a very value for money speaker in this comparison. Like, this might be not a value for money speaker in this comparison because it doesn't provide a great battery, you don't have that much of gizmos, it doesn't look that great in comparison to the JVC when the lights are on. But standing still, this looks better, but when the lights are on, it's in full action, the JVC looks damn good in the RGB lighting, and the JVC looks more modern also. But I want the bass, so I will go for this speaker. But if you want bigger battery, a remote for more convenience, you want that RGB lighting which looks superb, that great JVC sound, that JVC brand. And friends, if you want to buy any of these speakers, you know where to go. The links are in the description. Do check them out. There are no colors in both these speakers, so there will be only one link. So do check that out for the prices of these speakers also. So friends, this is it for now. This is the comparison between the Artist BD 405 and the JVC Bluetooth speaker. Thank you for watching, friends.